Isn't it strange how so many versions of you live in other people's minds? To some, you're the quiet one who never speaks. To others, you're the loud one who never stops talking. Some see you as distant and hard to know, while others think you're the most caring person they've met. But none of these versions are the real you. They're just pieces shaped by how people see the world, not by who you really are. Even the person you believe yourself to be only exists for yourself. One that lives only in your mind, built from your own memories, your worries, and your dreams. Perhaps who you are isn't meant to be defined, but discovered moment by moment in the way you choose to live. But you're not defined by the fragments others see or even the image you hold of yourself. You're the choices you make, the love you give, and the life you create. Maybe being undefinable is the most human thing of all.
Hello and welcome to Various Random. And today I'm gonna talk about woke people. And for those who don't know, it's basically the new generation of Karens, who are very insecure about who they are and how they want the world to see you, which is quite similar to this clip we just saw. I do find it very hard when you talk to someone. You can't say he or she because it has to be hen, even though I think I know that person is a woman and that's a boy. It's really hard. Have you ever met someone that is very picky about saying hen? Or someone that really look like your typical woman? All of a sudden they say, I'm a guy. I get confused and then I think I'm racist and all that crazy stuff. I mean, you think this is the new generation of Karens or just a different term of Karens? Let's find out. Let's dig into this madness.
But ma'am,
Don't assume my gender.
yeah, don't do that. Don't assume your gender. What are your pronouns then?
They and Z and princess.
Princess? Damn.
Did you just assume my gender? You said white man.
Okay, I see your point.
How do you know I'm not a woman?
I see your point.
You need to check your white privilege, your white female privilege.
You posted that pronouns in bio mean the woke mind virus ate your brain. Do you know what the term woke actually means?
It's come to mean a lot of things.
But what originally it was meant to mean. It's just being aware of inequities in society and being aware of facts and history.
Yeah, I think it's come to be. I think being aware of inequities in society is fine, of course, but trying to blame everything on trying to make everything a race issue is, I think, divisive and corrosive to society.
Even as it relates to trans issues, which is what I'm.
Yeah, race or gender or whatever.
You think that society blames everything on racism now?
It blames a lot of things on it, and yeah.
You think that's unfair?
Yeah.
Why?
I think we should not make this a constant subject. I think we need to move on.
If I now identify as a black man, am I a black man?
Why are you conflating race with gender, Pierce?
I'm just asking you a question, Ernest.
That's intellectually dishonest.
If I identify...
That's intellectually dishonest.
Maybe, but it's a question you don't want to answer, isn't it? If self-identity is limitless...
Because
I'm
race
now
is
a
not
black
the same
man
as gender.
called Ernest.
Because race
Am
is
I?
not the same as gender.
Am I a black man if I say I'm a black man?
No, because you're a
Okay.
white man, because
Thank you.
it's race.
So you don't
because race
respect
is not
my
the same as
rights
gender.
to identify as a black man, do you? Do you think it's ridiculous?
You can identify as a black man. You can identify as a black man, Pierce, but I know you lean on white privilege more than anything else.
Okay, just to be clear,
You wanted to.
you wouldn't respect my
So don't
rights
even
to
be
identify as a...
intellectually
You don't respect my rights to identify as a black man. In fact, you think it's ridiculous, don't you, Ernest?
You could, Pierce, you could if you wanted to. And
Yeah,
the reality is
would
that
you
in
respect
society,
me,
a white
Ernest?
man like you
Would you
can
respect
identify
me?
as black
Would you
and
respect me
and not
and
be
refer to
harmed
me as
in
a
the
black
same way
man?
that a transgender person would.
Would you respect me and refer to me
Say
as
it
a black
again?
man?
No.
Thank you, Ernest. Okay.
How arrogant are you to think that you deserve to go through life with no one ever saying anything that you don't agree with or like? I want people to stop saying that joke's offensive.
Yeah.
I want them to start saying I found it offensive. Because that's all it is. You're just telling me how you feel about it.
Yeah.
There's nothing intrinsically offensive about this joke. But it's trying to make I'm offended sound important.
Yeah.
It's no different to saying I've got a pain in my leg.
Yeah.
Right, I believe you.
Yeah.
But there's nothing to do with me. Yeah, but you shouldn't hurt people's feelings. Well, you can if their feelings are wrong.
Yeah, yeah,
You know,
yeah.
if you don't like the facts, don't change the facts, change the feelings.
Yeah.
So you don't have to pave the jungle.
Yeah.
You can just grow a pair and have a laugh about it.
So how about this? Bar Black Sheep, the lines in that have been changed, not because it's black, but because the little boy who lives down the lane has been revised to the baby who lives down the lane because it's gender neutral. What's going on? Help! Help!
Can I ask you what you identify as?
Identify?
Ethnicity?
I identify as an American.
Not an African American?
I didn't get elected into my position because of the color of my skin or do any race baiting stuff that it seems like you're promoting here.
Only gay actors should play gay parts. Only Welsh actors, so Michael Sheen, should play Welsh characters, and so on and so on and so on. But the moment we have dwarf roles, which are the most famous dwarf roles in Hollywood history, then the only people apparently who can't play them are dwarf actors.
Dwarf
and I see there
it's a cartoon
stinking
here.
woke hypocrisy.
It was a cartoon. Those weren't actually dwarfs in the movie. They were drawn, okay? So firstly...
They were drawn as dwarfs.
No, that is...
But it's a story about dwarfs. Dwarfs.
Well, they shouldn't be called that. They should be called...
They shouldn't be called dwarfs.
No, they should be called people with dwarfism.
They shouldn't be called... What's wrong with being called dwarfs?
That's the story.
Dylan, apparently you're not allowed to call yourself a dwarf.
I would love to hear, what should I call myself, sir? I think you should call yourself whatever you feel comfortable with, but as a person...
He calls himself a dwarf.
Well, that's great.
A dwarf. If dwarf actors in Hollywood are not picked to play those roles, I don't know what roles you're supposed to be playing.
Being offended is something privileged people do. You've taking offense to another level. Like Americans can get offended on other people's behalf. It's a very American thing. I'm offended for you. What you went through is so stressful. I'm going to take the day off. Woke. That's a word I learned. Woke. I asked a college kid, I'm like, what does it mean to be woke? She was like, to be woke means to realize, to recognize, to organize, and then to vocalize.
Do you identify as black? No, it's a serious question because you might not identify. Can you please put the mic? Thank you. Okay.
When I walked into the room,
I am not done with my question.
young lady.
I'm just asking you to listen to me while
I'm about to answer
okay.
the first question.
But I didn't finish my question.
Okay. Yeah, I'm black.
She did grab my camera.
She did grab my camera. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. If you did, congratulations for another brain rot. Yeah, I cannot stand it too much either, so let's cut it off. But please write down in the comment section below if you think that's the new Karens or just a new type of madness out there. Well, we already know the last one. See ya!